the part that got me the most was basically when Deku is back on the battlefield. He knocked the hell out of Shigaraki. He was like, bam, bam. No, he said smash. It was smash. But, exactly. And Muriel's there, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry I'm late. And then he turns around, and he's like, the shock on Deku's face when he turns around and sees the lifeless body of Bakugo was, like, heart-wrenching. I actually like how he was, like, weeping and gasping and choking for air. And at one point, he sounds like he was saying, like he was trying to say Kachan, like you heard the ka, like the K-A in Kachan, just trying his name or something to come out of his mouth. But it was just so overwhelming for him. I actually like that it's different, because the raw scream that he had in season 3 when Kachan got kidnapped was like powerful. But here I love that they made it like a flip, that just seeing Bakugo's lifeless body was just overwhelming for him, that air couldn't come out. Yeah, you know, he was grasping. That whole scene made me
cry. But anyway, we'll get into it.
It was really good. So yeah, welcome to Geek-Ass Chat. I'm Shirley.
I'm Christy. What's good?
Yes, follow us on YouTube. We have My Hero Academia review episodes of all the latest, like, season 7 episodes. And so, yes, let's get into it. Episode 13, A Chain of Events Across the Ages. Basically, it's like Deku got the help from Stars and Stripes' friends. That's how it starts. And basically, Stars and Stripes' friends and, like, brothers in arms, I guess they call them. And so, I don't know how they say it in the army. I think that's something like that.
It works for me. I don't know.
I don't know. Fighter jets come and they get him, like, faster to, like, the battlefield, basically, because he needs to get to the coffin in the sky. And just, like, Deku gets there, he, like, sees Bakugo and the others defeated by, like, Shigaraki. And so he's, like...
He looked like he was petrified.
Yeah, he was shaken with anger. Yeah. And just... Well, first he was, like... Because Bakugo's lifeless body was a lot for him.
I like how it was quiet and, like, slow. And all you can see is, like, Deku grasping for air. Like,
grasping for air. Like, he just couldn't, like... It was overwhelming for him to see all that. To see Bakugo's lifeless body, but to see the others too, you know, just like everyone defeated. But let's be honest, Bakugo was like that chain of like, oh shit.
Yeah, you know? Because what happened to him next was his quirks getting out of control. I was like,
yeah, and he kept on like seeing like flashback to Bakugo, the All Might card, but also Bakugo's lifeless body. I mean, which way you see Bakugo and Deku's relationship, be it romantic or platonic, they are very important to each other. Like, there's no fucking denying that.
No.
They mean the world to each other. Like, their feelings for each other are very complex.
Very complex that I did not understand it in the beginning.
And so, it's like...
I'd have been like, fuck off, Bakugo.
Well, he bullied him. But, you know, now he's learning, he's growing, and...
No, I really love how the author has really developed their characters and
it's
their
very complex.
Their dynamic relationships. So.
It's a great relationship. It's very dynamic. It's, like I said, very complex. There's, like, multitude of levels to it and what they mean to each other, you know? So.
I mean, you always saw how Deku cared for Bakugo, but lately, in the last couple episodes, you see Bakugo showing his care and emotions towards Deku.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. So now seeing Deku see Bakugo lying on the floor there, I was just like, it made me cry.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to react. I was just like, am I really crying on an anime right now?
And I always, like, My Hero,
no,
like,
I've cried
for the anime,
times.
like, it always hits those, like, emotional moments, especially the music. Again, Yuki's just fucking amazing. Like, so it's just, like, it just hits those moments so good. And so it was, this episode was crazy. And basically, Mirio is the one who helps Deku because, like you were saying, his power is getting out of control. He has to control himself, like calm himself down. So Mirio is the one helping him, like a big brother, basically to be like, yo, you need to calm down. You know, everyone's okay. And I was about to say Blue Jeans again.
Blue Jeans.
But it wasn't. Edshot is trying to save Bakugo, so we haven't lost. So that's what Mirio is trying to say.
Yeah.
So Deku, of course, is thinking about Banjo, who's like one of the, I think he's the 5th One For All user. And it goes back to like season 5 and controlling your heart and controlling like emotions to like do the job and basically get, confront Shigaraki and stuff like that. Because Deku's just getting out of control. So of course Deku, like calms down. He's like, I'm sorry, Mirio, let me... And he starts hitting his heart, which I thought was very interesting.
Yeah,
that's how it is in the manga, too.
Yeah. So I feel like that was the whole scene. Like, he hits his heart hard enough, and then he kind of just calms down.
Yeah, because he hits it a couple of times,
yeah,
which I found very interesting and stuff. So,
it's all in the heart, people.
Yeah, and so... Deku calms down. He's, like, ready to confront Shigaraki. His voice is deeper. He's just so, like focused on what to do with Shigaraki and stuff like that. And so so Deku's like, okay, is Shigaraki still in there? Has All For One have controlled his body and who he is and stuff like that? So, and I think Mirio is the one who mentions to Deku about like the friend comment he made earlier in the earlier episodes and how like Shigaraki reacted to it and stuff like that. Like he was like very upset about that, like
so
talking about he had no friends and stuff. And of course then Nana also, who's the 7th One For All user, notices like the amalgamation of his like her son and like the arms and stuff of Shigaraki's body.
Is freaking creepy as hell.
Yeah, so that was really, really creepy. So then, of course, that basically means that Shigaraki, of course, is in there, and One For All is trying to
take over his body.
Pretty much, but
so he... Actually, I can't go into the next thing I want to say.
Because Shigaraki... But it looks like the control is breaking apart. Like, it's not concrete, really.
It's not. No, it is. Inside you see it, but also outside you see his body just kind of deteriorating.
It kind of looks like deteriorating. But yeah. So Deku's like mad focused and shit like that. He's like, all right, let's do this. And so he starts using like all the powers of One For All, but most of all he uses Kudo? Is it Kudo?
Yeah.
The 2nd One For All user. And he starts using his power Gear Shift. And this is the first time we ever seen Gear Shift on that Deku's using on Shigaraki. And it's a dope ass fucking power. It's very OP. It's so fucking cool that we got the last like power for One For All, especially be it the 2nd user.
Yeah.
Because All For One hates his ass more than anybody.
I know.
You notice in the manga later on too. Just fucking hates him. He took his brother away from him.
Yeah, that's interesting.
It's crazy. That's literally what it is. Like this motherfucker took his brother away, and he's like,
he hates Deku and maybe Bakugo and tried to convert Bakugo. It's like
because Bakugo does look like the 2nd user.
Yeah.
It's very interesting because that's how it is in the manga, and you're just like, okay. I don't know if it's like a reincarnation type of thing.
That's what it feels like to me.
Like this dude hates him. Like the 2nd user, Kudo, is like, I hate this motherfucker so bad that I'm gonna come back as this blonde teenage boy and like get his ass. Like,
no.
I mean, hate is strong, yo. I mean, look at Dobby. He's still living off his hate.
I know.
So
how is
good
that?
for
like,
him.
People who have so much hatred in themselves last for so long.
Well, I hope Dabi, well, the manga ended, and I hope Dabi is, well, he was living in the end, but, I hope he's, like, getting Endeavor's ass, because Endeavor deserves the hate forever.
Yeah. But before we move on, we just want to thank all our followers and listeners. If you're not followers, that is okay. We just love talking about...
Follow us on YouTube. Like, come on. We do movie reviews, too. TV
we do
reviews.
movie reviews as well, but thank you for giving us your time and your ear. And not literally, but yeah.
That. But and I love the so let's explain Gear Shift. I get Gear Shift is basically, it's stronger now because of all from one for all. God damn, all for one for all. This shit is always confusing.
We've been in this for months. You don't know it yet? You just think...
No, it just sounds the same.
No.
So one for all power is basically like it's grown into like so much more because, now into Deku, who's the 9th user. And so I think Gear Shift basically is the power that what is it? The power that basically like makes things faster from what it was looking like. I'm not thinking.
Yeah, it looked more
it's faster than the speed of sound. Like he can control things. Yeah. To make it like fast, like the hits faster and stuff.
And so they seem more powerful.
Like he can control like cells of like objects and stuff and make it more powerful. And I think so. That's what I'm assuming. I could be totally fucking wrong.
We might be right too. So let's go with that.
So the hits, you see the hits in the animation. The animation was so dope, especially when Deku's like hitting him like with Top Gear and like he does like gear shifts. It's like a car, which is cute because he doesn't know how to drive yet because he's 16, and that's just how he does it, like gear shifting a car, which is cute. So he hits him. So he hits him so fast that it's faster than than sound basically, and that's what we were talking about. So and I love
kind of like Superman type stuff.
Does Superman do that? Well, I guess it flies than the speed of a bullet, but that's not faster than the sound. Okay. I don't know. Okay, anyways, but the power is blue in the anime, which was dope because all the one for all users have different colors, so it's blue, and I like the blue color. But yeah, the animation was dope with the the gear shift fight with Shigaraki and like the lightning and just like the different colors balancing off each other.
I like the way his eyes just like a lit green, and it's just radiating the colors of the Quirk, and as well as you see the users kind of shown behind him as he's using his powers and his attacks, and I just it's really dope with like the Detroit Smash and stuff. I mean, I had this question of like, Deku seems stronger than Shigaraki, but is that only because Shigaraki doesn't have access to his quirks at this moment? I'm just really scared of what will happen once Shigaraki gets access to his quirks.
I don't know. I think he has access to like All for One is the one, like access to different quirks and stuff like that.
But you know how like Eraserhead is like stomping his quirks?
Yeah, and also I think because with the Stars and Stripes fight, I think a lot of the quirks got destroyed. So I don't know like how many quirks All for One has.
I'm just scared. No, I don't want him to get hurt.
But no, yeah, it's just the fight is dope. The animation is dope,
and the next thing I want to talk about is Aizawa and Monoma holding hands during Deku's and Shigaraki's intense fight. I thought that was such a sweet moment.
That was cute.
And to see, like, oh.
Yeah, because they weren't holding hands before.
No, they weren't.
Like, in the beginning of the season, he just had his hand, like, side to side. Like,
on his, touching him on the shoulder.
The back, or the shoulder, or, like, and stuff like that.
Or something, yeah.
But with the fight going on in these episodes, they just ended up holding hands. I think that's cute. He's
I
like,
would do
stop,
too, yo.
don't stop looking, Mom.
I'll squeeze Ozawa's hands
Well, it's
real
intense.
tight.
I mean,
yeah.
one of his kids just died. I mean, Bakugo just died, so it's just like, yo. But I do like the part where Deku is using like Deku's basically analyzing and strategizing using the different One for All quirks. Which is dope against the You Say Run music. Of course, You Say Run is an iconic music beat. Seriously, it's amazing. And that's what's so amazing about Deku as a hero too, and as a person, how he analyzes things. Even when he's in a stressful situation. And strategizes.
Yeah, and like he could kind of he perceives what Shigaraki's thinking.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's so cool. And so when he like beats the fuck out of like Shigaraki and stuff, you see
some damn time,
you were mentioning the users behind Deku and stuff, and so you see the first user, is it Yoichi? I think it's Yoichi. Yeah, the brother. And he's talking, and then you see, of course, All for One behind Shigaraki. And so now you see both of the brothers. And Yuichi's like, brother, we should end this today. And of course...
Because I gotta go home and sleep, bitch.
It's like, I gotta go home. You've been fucking...
I'm freaking hungry right now.
Stop bothering me. You're being weird about wanting to be with me. Leave me the fuck alone. You creep ass motherfucker.
No, in all honesty, I do want to end because this guy has been beating up on
All for One needs to die.
My heroes, and I just do not like that.
He just needs to die. But no, and then I just love how All for One sees not only Yuichi, but he sees the second user too. Yo, he hates that fucking man so much.
He remembers him so
well. He hates him so much. He's like, you motherfucker, you took my brother away. Yo, is All for One homophobic? He could be. He could be.
I don't know.
I mean, he a monster, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But, yeah. He hating ass. But, yeah. And then, of course, it ends with Yoichi saying that he could see that All for One and One for All is melding together. And, of course, that means something. And I'm not going to get into it because you'll see it in the later episodes of what it actually means.
Well, okay.
I'm not going to give that spoiler.
Well, this is like, we're almost at the end, and I know they show the previews for next week, and when I saw Spinner, I was like, oh my gosh, no, Spinner does not look like him.
He's a great character.
It made me so sad.
Spinner makes me so sad in general. Yeah. Especially his relationship to Shigaraki.
Yeah, like he actually cares.
Yeah, I know. He does care, and he's somebody who just wants to, like...
What do you call when you
belong somewhere and be who he can be?
Yeah.
You know.
What do you call those villains?
And just live.
Who you feel for?
Sympathetic villains.
I don't know.
Anti-heroes?
Kind of anti-heroes, but not. He's not really an anti-hero at this moment. Does he become an anti-hero? Don't say nothing.
Okay, I'm gonna say. Wait,
anyway,
you know,
don't spoil. But there's a term for it. Sorry.
Yeah, because the manga ended like 2 weeks ago, so I'm still trying to like. It's depressing, but
she is so depressed. She's spilling out all the
I know.
spoilers.
I'm just like so depressed that Chrissy's just like, I'm gonna kick your ass to another dimension.
Take a notch down. Take it a notch down. I was like, do not tell me.
I don't know who the fuck to talk to about this. It's just sad.
I know. I had to let her talk.
At least we have the anime, but then damn, when the anime ends, then really will fucking hit me and be like, shit, this really did fucking end.
Chrissy's gonna enter some serious depression mode. I don't know. Dang.
It means that we just need a life.
Yeah,
too,
you know
aside
what
from
I'm saying?
That.
Honestly, I have been a loner for the past couple of years, practically, if it wasn't for my family. I'd be a total loner, and my hero has been saving me.
Good job.
Along with my family.
Food has been saving me. Along with my
Speaking of food.
And coffee. Let's shout out coffee. Hey, it's my shit.
Feeling for some Chinese food right now.
Oh my god. Anyways,
yeah.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like to
you.
Kiki's chat. Tell us what you liked about the episode of My Hero, episode 13.
Yeah. And
Deku's the
don't
best.
be afraid to like us if you
Like us, subscribe.
or
keep
subscribe.
on watching because My Hero's still going on. It is. I think there's an episode this Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah. But Anime NYC is going on, and I gotta work it.
Oh.
So
yeah, you're gonna.
The
be
review's
busy.
probably gonna be also late too, just like this one.
There might be like some stuff happening at Anime NYC.
Probably not.
Interviews, podcasts, live podcasts.
About what?
About
My Hero?
My
They don't
Hero.
do that over there, I don't think. I've never seen it.
But it ended. They're probably gonna do something. Look out for it.
I'm gonna
Get
try.
me a badge.
If I don't fall down the
Get me
floor
in.
from standing so goddamn much.
No, you will not. You will have lots of fun. Don't buy a lot of shit though. But anyways, thank
Watch me
you
do
for
that.
listening. You are awesome.
Thank you for listening. Subscribe, like, and peace out.
All right.
Adios.
Peace.